Alright, this is Chapter 9, Lesson 1. We'll be doing the guided practice off page 714. This lesson's over probability, and remember, probability is the likelihood of an event occurring. And today we're dealing with simple events, which means just basically one thing happening, not a series of things happening. The probability, the likelihood that one thing will happen. So on the guided practice on page 714, you have this group of letters. And we want, and this is the way they'll put it, probability of the event that's in these parentheses. So this is the probability that we draw a D. Well, there's a D right there. I count one D. In other words, there's one way that I can draw a D out of all of these choices. The other thing you'll need to know is how many total choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 outcomes there, one of which is a D. So this is the number of ways I can do it out of the total. That can be written as a fraction, as a decimal, which if you change that to a decimal would be 0.1 repeating. You have to divide those, right? Divide two places right would make that 11.1 repeating percent. By the way, probability will always be between 0%. It's 0% chance or a 0 chance if it cannot happen. A 100% chance is if it's guaranteed to happen. It will be 0 or 100 or somewhere in between 0 and 100. So we have an 11% chance that if I drew out of this group that I would draw a D. Second one, probability that I get an S, a V, or a D. S, V, or an L. An S, V, or an L. Either or is what that's really saying. Either I get an S, or I get a V, or I get an L. So let me check that. S, V, or L. There's a winner, a V. There's a winner, an L. There's a winner, an S. I have 3 ways to win. 3 ways I can win it out of 9. Well, I'd simplify that to 1 out of 3. I would divide that, it'd become 0.3 repeating, which is 33.3 repeating percent. And those are my probabilities that will happen. Probability I don't get a D. Now, there are 2 different ways to do this. I can count out how many of these are not Ds. Not D, 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 not D. In other words, I have 8 that are not D out of a total of 9. Or I could find out that one of them is a D. 1/9 chance of getting a D. The complement always adds with this to be 1 whole. So 1/9 plus 8/9 would get me 9/9. The complement is the not D. So in other words, 8/9, if I divided that, I'd get 0.8 repeating.
Mr. Delmo?
Yes?
Could you have Hannah Kids come to the office? She won't be gone long.
Okay.
Thank you.
Move it 2 places, you get 88.8% repeating percent. Alright, number 4. Probability of choosing to go back 1 space is 25%. Describe the complement and find its probability. Once again, the complement is the probability that in this case that you would not choose a go back 1 space. You have a 25% chance of choosing a go back 1 space. That means the complement would be a 75% chance of not choosing a go back 1 space. So you have a 3/4 or 1/3 here. If you change that to a fraction, that means you would have a 1/4 chance. There's the 1/4 chance. Here's the 3/4 chance, right? 1/4 chance of getting it, 3/4 chance of not getting it. Make sense? 0.75 of not getting it, 1.25. These add up to 1. These add up to 1. The one that we had earlier. These add up to 100%. So the complement adds with the probability that we have to get to be 100% or 1.